Hi there, it's Tom Cassidy. I've got Kieran Doherty, the photojournalist, here with me today, and he's going to be talking to us about an assignment he did recently for Oxfam, and it was as part of the South Sudan emergency appeal. There's a lovely sequence that he's got for us now, and it's all about firewood at Bor. So, Kieran, over to you. Tell us what's going on here.
Well, we're in the UN camp at Bor, where there's 4,500 newer tribespeople camped in this camp. They can't escape, and I think sometime in February they were attacked by the Dinka tribe, who came to the outside of the camp, and
this is a UN camp.
This is a UN camp, and came to the outside and shot, I think, 80 odd of them dead. So it's quite fraught in there, and they have water because Oxfam have supplied them with water. There is a bit of food, but what they don't have is firewood to actually cook with.
Because the camp's been set up in an area without trees, is it?
The camp's been set up, but the charcoal that's being brought in is being stopped by the opposing tribe that are on the outskirts of the camp.
Okay.
So just fortuitously, while we were there working on another story inside the camp, the UN decided to extend the boundary of the camp temporarily to allow all the women to go out and collect firewood. So essentially they ran to the outside through the barbed wire fences and just ran into this open space here and just started grabbing anything they could get their hands on, because it was, they weren't given any time of preparation. They were just told, listen, now's your opportunity to collect firewood, off you go.
Which is why they're all wearing their fancy dresses.
Which is why they're all wearing their fancy dresses, and they just ran out there, and the amount of wood, it was astonishing, the amount of wood that these women...
How long were they out there for in total?
They were probably out there in total for a couple of hours. It was in the middle of the day, and it was obviously fraught with danger.
Look at that.
Wow. I mean, it was obviously fraught with danger because there could have been reprisals from the opposing tribe, and so yeah, it's
so in this shot, can you actually see in the background where the opposing tribes might have been?
Well, the tree line in the distance would be just beyond that, would be where the Dinka tribe
sort of camped out.
Would be sort of camped out. So it wasn't take as long as you like. It was get out there as quickly as you can, collect as much as you can, and get back in. But as it happened, the men ended up going out and children ended up going out. The UN couldn't stop them, and it sort of turned into a free-for-all.
And were they thinking that if they sent the women out then they'd be safer? Is that the kind of thinking?
I think they sent the women out because classically this is the work that the women do.
Right. Okay.
The men tend to sort of sit around and drink tea, so they just thought that this is what women do, so they sent the women out, and as you can see, this is them come. This is a woman or a couple of women coming back in to the camp from outside, and
this is a great shot, isn't it? Because you've got the you tell me what makes it a great shot for you, because I'm looking at that, I think it looks great. You got that leopard skin and then all that sort of stuff. But what are you thinking in your photojournalist brain?
At the time, I was just completely astonished with. I think that the South Sudanese are probably one of the most beautiful tribes on earth, and the women, they're exceptionally tall, and they have such grace, poise, and beauty. Even when they're carrying half a ton of wood on their heads, they still manage to do it with such elegance, and I think that's what struck me about this picture. It's just it's a beautiful woman carrying an awful lot of wood, and she still manages to look amazing while she's doing it.
Isn't that great? Okay, and it makes so much more meaning, obviously, to know what's going on behind this. So thanks very much. It's the story behind the image that is the whole point of photojournalism, of course. Okay, so that's Tom Cassidy and Kieran Doherty here chatting about the Oxfam South Sudan emergency appeal, and you'll be able to find out more information about that from the links below the video. But thanks very much for your time, Kieran. The story behind, it's really exciting stuff, and so valuable for people to know what's going on out there. So thanks for that.